Okay, hi Edward Hyde, it's Neo here. I'm gonna look at your Route 66 squad you sent me like last month. This is the last day of the last month, so I'm being a little dramatic when I say that. But anyway, there's a few things I want to talk about Diva in particular, because that's who I watched you play for like I watched like the first point and a little bit more so far. And that's effective range. So when you're shooting from Diva and you're like even like 10 meters out, this is okay range, but really we want to be about right here. We want to just get 5 meters in somebody's face and kill them. So don't be afraid to shoot while firing. These rockets do a lot less damage from range than they do in somebody's face. So try and just be annoying and in someone's face. Okay? So a lot of the times that means using your boosters, DMing in, firing some shots, and then just killing them like that, okay? I also want you using your boosters a lot more. And so we're going to talk about positioning, but something I really want you to keep in mind is this effective range. Because from 20 meters off like this, we're doing very, very little damage. When we get closer to 10 meters like this, we start doing a lot more, see? Especially hitting headshots. I'll show you hitting body shots. So this is 20 meters away. This is 10 meters away. And even with the spread of her shotguns, this just does a lot of damage. So, let's watch the VOD. It was Route 66. Also in the future, since your Discord name doesn't match your Overwatch name, just be cautious about that it can be hard to know who you are. But I figured it out because I had to search for this post again, and I found it in the message history, so I know this is you. Skin check, solid, very good skin. So this is what I mean, like using your rockets right there. You're not gonna get as much value versus if you try and get, even at this range, throw them at the SIG or throw them into the SIG shield so that way he doesn't have it. I like you pressuring the Widow though. Now from here, I really want us to try and attack from high ground as much as possible. So if we're taking right here, we can shoot at the soldier and the Widow up here. We also know the enemy Widow was up here, so you can try and originally pressure her, but I kind of like sitting up here and trying to dominate this area, and then when you feel pressured or you want to actually make a little bit more of a play, you can zoom in, you can booster him this way, and that'll push him more into the team and away from his healer's LOS and get damage that way. So I really want us to try and think about playing high ground a lot more. I really like this though. Lost track of him, but it's fine. This is all fine. You get boosters again, I want us to go into it now that we know he doesn't have rock. Just booster in past the shield, and you can go, and when he's sucking, you want to stop shooting and you want to melee him. A lot of lower ranked players don't realize how strong melee is in Overwatch. And that's how you can immediately tell the difference between someone a little bit lower ranked and a little bit higher ranked, is how much do they melee. Okay, in downtime? In downtime, as you as the tank, you need to take more space. So don't be on the payload. That's someone else's job. Since we're the solo tank, we need to take space. Generally, that means I want us, like right here, putting down pressure. And what's good is if we use our cooldown now to go, like it'll probably put us all the way here. If we use our cooldown to go all the way here and just start putting down pressure here, when we get too much pressured, we can drop, and then we'll have our cooldown again because boosters is really short to get out to back to our healers. Okay, so anytime there is downtime, I want you to use your cooldown to push up, and then that way when they re-engage, you'll have it again to disengage. Because essentially we're giving them this high ground again to come and recontest. Or if we do choose to engage, we don't have an option to disengage. I wouldn't mind pressuring Niana really hard here. You have the right idea when you see her to DM, but like I showed you, when you're in someone's face, you're going to be doing so much damage. And not only that, your boosters, your rockets, they do damage as you push into somebody, so you could push into her, be right in her face, DM, so she can't use any of her abilities, because both sleep and anti will help her a lot, and you can eat both of them. So push into her, defense matrix, both of her abilities, and then you'll have your rockets back and you can melee and you'll be shooting her. So she could really push her out of the fight here. I like that you realized about this Kiriko. Now she doesn't have her Suzu. Oh, just so your micro missiles are really strong because they are splash damage. So when you have a moment like this, where you can shoot a lot of them at the ground. So if you just shoot at her feet right here, your micro missiles, you'll do a ton of damage to her because there's a chance that you direct hit her with them and you'll get the splash damage from the ground. So in a spot like this, and you know she doesn't have Suzu, use your E right here because this is a free shot. Let me check. Are you PC or are you console? From... Wow, I lost your message. Okay, give me a second. So you are a PC gamer. I think your sense is a little bit too high. Just a little bit. What makes me say that is, right here, we over-aim so much. We go from too far to the left to too far to the right very, very quickly. And like there, we went past her a lot too. I think your sense is too high. Diva, I actually play on a higher sense than every other hero in the game. Fun fact, so I play at 6 and 1000 DPI, which is considered high. Diva, oh wait, apparently I don't. I used to play her at 8. But lately this is just my sense is considered high in the community. So kind of keep that in mind. I do think that just lowering your sense a little bit will help your aim a lot. I love how much you keep shooting. I love that you are like almost always shooting. It's very, very good and very, very strong. Very nice. I just want you using your boosters more because all of your cooldowns as Diva come back really, really fast. So like right here, again, I just want us to go up. We're full health. Even if we weren't full health, that's our healer's problems. That's not necessarily our problems. I want us to be up here. So that way we can try and pressure these two people from this high ground, and it's going to be very, very hard for them to shoot us. And if they do shoot us, we can come back here, wait a little bit, we could come back to our healers going this way. But I want us taking this high ground, or we could stand here. Either of these positions are fine. I'd probably take this one, and then if the fight gets further on, then I would come here and just punish people as they come through the gates. Especially at this elo, people are going to stagger in. And you as a Diva can take so much advantage of that. So I want us boosting here. Just close this space. Because Widow thrives at a far distance, we thrive at a close distance. I don't mind this. Nice. Very nice. I want that more. I want us to stay up here. We see the person in the bottom left. We see this person as well. We can definitely push her. And just boost into her. We're a little bit far for the effective range. And we know Kiriko has no cooldowns as well. Just push into them. Punish them. I feel like we're constantly a little bit out of our effective range. And we don't boost enough. Our Mercy should be damage boosting us here in all honesty. Okay, nice. I just remech immediately. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we could have tried to remech from a little bit of a safer spot if we just went to the right here and remeched in this room. But as soon as we hit this bastion, we should just be holding our DM button. And we need to die on, in all honesty. Our team just needs to die and reset, especially with how much they've committed here. So be very cautious about staggering yourself. This is good. We just need to DM out though. Defense matrix out. We're down on Mercy. We're down a few people. Our team just needs to wait and regroup. So if you are going to boost and re-engage in this position, I want us boosting and re-engaging up here. This will give us some cover. It's much harder for them to shoot us at this angle than it is any other. It's just kind of a more cheeky position. We could also go up here and shoot at them this way. I want us to try and look past the tank as much as possible. I do kind of like fighting tank and tank together. This is kind of an unfavorable matchup for you. It's not the worst, it's not the best, but I would say it's slightly on the worst side. But if we take these high grounds, we can try and get some more damage in on the supports in the back. We can get our cooldowns to reset if we're further in the back. I want us to push in immediately. We have Kitsune, our Reaper's gotten picks. Anytime you hear a Torbolt, I want you to find the Torb and DM everything he is doing, okay? We can get all that more Molten Core in our DM, and that way we don't have to deal with the pressure in the team. This is very nice. I'd fall back though. Yep, very, very good. I would try and save bomb for a remake here, but it's not the worst thing if you don't. Nice. Good focus on the Kiriko. Very, very good. Now I want to... you're really underestimating, like, rockets or, like, booster damage. So as you're boosting into them, you're going to be doing, like, 25 damage, 25 damage, 25 damage all around.
Score.
I really like the D.Va pick here. She's very strong. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
So we're playing out really in the open here. We have a few options. I don't love where our team is playing, so that's unfortunate, but if I saw my team playing right here, I would be standing right here as this fight goes on. This way we can, if we need to, defense matrix our Reaper, and this will cover it as he tries to get out. And this also, if we are just standing here, then eventually when we choose to actually take the fight, which I want to fight at this corner, when we choose to actually take the fight, we can disengage with boosters. So we want to boost to a good position early, so that way we have them to disengage later. But if we are going to take this fight, we need to play around the payload or in that right, in the top right where I showed you a second ago. Very nice. Nice trying to eat the D.Va orb, or the Moira orb. You can definitely push the Lucio. Full push him. When I see this, I see blood. He's this low. We can boost into him, and that's an extra 25 damage immediately. So we could try and push melee and then do a bunch of left clicks into him, especially right there. We can just push into him and kill him. Even if we lose our mech, I kind of think like we're losing the fight at this point, so it's a little bit worth it. We just need to disengage now. Yeah, a little bit late in that realization. Now we need to just die, so just go toward the payload and die so you can reset and kind of stall the payload while you're doing it. When you're in this baby D.Va form, unless the rest of your team is alive, which they weren't, you are going to, at higher elos, get staggered. So get used to contesting the cart while you are baby D.Va because they have no choice but to kill you. So the Ramantra, this is the position I want you to be in. Very, very good. The Ramantra matchup is a little bit definitely less favorable. I want us to go back up there if we can to the top left. Yeah, don't think about health packs, think about just good positioning, and that's top left. Good trying to get out. Yeah, so it's not my favorite thing, but we got ults out for it. Now we need to disengage as fast as possible. Go up to... Yeah, the second we're there, our team is very much down, so we need to regroup, and as a tank player, we are the ones who kind of dictate that. So the second we got our mech back, I want us to just try and fly all the way up here and just get out here. Okay. Even now, I just want us to fully turn around, fly back, disengage. Yeah, because now we're disengaged at half health versus we could be disengaged at like near full. Nice eat. I like us focusing, trying to focus on Moira if we can. This is a very slight thing. So we see this Moira right here. She's on our Mercy. What we can try and do is if we force ourselves in between these two. So if we're like right here and in her face and in the direction she's looking, this the Moira sec is going to attach to us instead of our Mercy. So that's damage that we are taking that the Mercy can heal, that the Mercy can't heal on herself. So the more we can try and get Moira to connect to us instead of our Mercy, that's high value. Like, look, she's trying to heal you because she's low and you're not really taking much damage because they're just looking at her. So we can also DM the Ramantra shots as we try and get the, because we see it's getting pressured on our Mercy. And that would do a lot. Getting both of their damage focused on us instead of on her. The more you can soak in damage, the more value you're getting as a tank. Without dying, of course. Nice focus, nice awareness. You need to reload your gun. Yeah, that's another scenario we need to either try and get our mech back, which how close were we? We weren't, or we should just die. We're not gonna get healed, just go to the cart and die. Okay, so we lost second because our team never regrouped. And that's partially on us. Because like I said, as the tank player, we dictate engagements. I like this because we know they use shield, but we need to be careful about not dying. Just remake immediately. I know the squish kills are like very tempting. DM your Bastion out. I know the squish kills are very, very tempting. But when we are half health, it's too risky. I also... So right here, we can see and hear our Bastion on wheels. We just need to try and protect him. So just defense matrix, all this damage you can get. And now we're kind of engaging without our team, so we have a desync of aggression. So we need to just boost back to our team if we can. Yeah, DM as we're out. Yep. As much as you can, but play natural cover if you can as well. So the second you hit right here, just be trying to go left. And then you can be right here, and then you can get fully healed up. They use coalescence for a whole lot less if we're right here. Just getting healed up by both of our healers, and then we can re-engage. But just be playing left. Yeah. It just takes us a little bit longer. DM. Yep. And then even DM again. Yes, very nice. I want us to try and find Torb for that, but it's fine that we didn't. It would have been hard to do. But this, if we were playing natural cover, we'd be taking a lot less damage. So that natural cover here is just trying to get around here-ish more. Obviously now it's a little bit different because I pushed in more, but when I was saying it, we could also have been here, but this is where the Torbolt is, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, they're just able to put a lot of front pressure on us with this Ramantra.
Heroes never die.
This is good. We see DM us out. So if you DM early, if you defense matrix early, then as you get back into the fight, it'll be recharging. And then in the fight, you can use it again. So don't be afraid to very initially DM out into a fight that you are losing. Our cooldowns work best when they're on cooldown. We don't know the Torb is there, but in all honesty, even without knowing the Torb is there, I want us to take a high ground position because high ground provides us natural cover, which is also what I'm saying. So I would be up here. Especially now that they have a Pharah. Have they had one? Okay, they've had a Pharah. But because they have a Pharah, I extra want us to play like right up here. I don't want us on cart. That's not our job. I want us pushed up, taking space. And plus, if we were up there, we could see the Torb turret, we could have killed it. We could have seen the Torb, and we can try and put pressure on him here. He's in a very good position right now, and we could punish that because he's alone as well. Okay, we got free pick here. Just pick someone, go in on them. Moira doesn't have fade, so I would just, yeah, I would just push in a little bit. And then take that position I showed you a second ago with top right. We should also be looking out for a far barrage pretty soon, so that's going to be our job to deal with it. Yeah, I want our DM to be charging more, so use it more so it can charge more. So like using it here would be good. Yes, very, very nice. I'd push her. I would just go up and push her. Use your boosters. You could confirm that kill. You could probably just push in into melee, and I think that would have been enough. I want us dying on cart here. Yeah, nice try. But so the other thing about playing on cart right here is instead of backing up, I know it feels natural to back up because you're taking so much damage, but if you were playing like right here, it's hard for them to damage you, especially if you're just standing here and crouching. You can try and do some shooting there, but it's good pressure. It's good habits to have to also just die on cart when you're a baby diva. And you might have gotten your remake off and then you could just die on cart again and you're just stalling it this whole time. Okay.
Ready for battle.
I don't work with
Okay.
Attackers incoming.
So Orisa's a lot different. I really want us holding this top first corner. Yep. Yep. It's gonna be hard for us to shoot a Pharah, but I like that you're trying. So I want us javelin on cooldown. Very good. This I don't love. So we've kind of used one cooldown to engage and the other one to disengage versus this whole time. We could use both cooldowns to play this corner. And just take this as like D.Va and Orisa are very, very different playstyles from each other. So D.Va, you're constantly trying to take space, and that's where you just constantly have to, you take space and you give space and you take space and you give space. Orisa, you claim a space as your own and you hold it. So when I'm playing Orisa like this, I'm taking everything from here on is my space. Anything over here is theirs. I'm fine with giving it to them. But once they hit this corner, this is mine. And I'm going to punish them for engaging into me in my space. So that means that I have my Fortify for when Ramatra goes into his big form like this. I constantly have my javelins on cooldown, trying to disengage them from my space. And then if I do end up having to give up space, I can javelin out. Or it kind of also depends on their comp, but that's generally what I'm thinking when I see this composition against us. But now we're kind of engaging with no cooldowns. Luckily we have spin back, but I don't want us using it until we really, really need to. The big thing about Orisa is she's big and hard to kill. So I want us playing this cover, getting in a lot of pick damage, and then falling back to this corner. I just want us hugging this corner as much as possible on this point. So just this is our friend, and staying right here is our friend, and then coming out and then going back in and then coming out, and then like just constantly this is our spot. So be careful of swinging out. I love this javelin. We're quite good at not using 2 cooldowns at once, which is good. We had spin again. I think it's, I don't know if he died of that, but it's okay. This is fine. Careful, we want to engage with the rest of our team. Looks like we are. Very good. You get this kill. You confirm this kill. Okay, so I want this kill so badly. I'm kind of okay with the initial part of the spin, but then I would hit your input again to cancel it right here and just keep shooting him. I want this kill so badly. I'm kind of pushing him out of the way. He's very slippery as he's a Lucio, so I just want to move on. This is very good. I want his spinning to engage in. And I want us to get a javelin. I like shooting the turret. Their Torb is a very good player, by the way. And just where he's positioned is very good. We could shoot him here if we can. Careful about standing on Torbolt. Yeah, that was Torbolt that killed you. I know it said Moira, it was Torb. you have to keep in mind where it is the whole time. So I really want us playing in this position. One, I want us shooting at the Torb. We don't know that he's low, but when you see him pressured like this, I want to scare him away from this, because we don't have anybody who's going to go engage. Honestly, we should with Reaper and Farah. They should throw a shot over there, but it's very possible that they can't, so I want us just shooting over here. And I also want us playing, if we can, right here. I want us here so we can use the payload as some natural cover. We could use this as some cover, and we can get some damage off onto the Torb. And then after this fight is done, we can go. But like, look at how much damage that Torb did to us. We probably had 11 health when we walked off of it, and then that's what the Moira Coalescence did.
Heroes never
Okay. Where is the rest of our team right now? Are they with us? No. I'm fine with the pharmacy not being with us. We have the Kiriko with us. I really want us to engage with the Reaper as well. We can kind of try and stay and hold this space, so that means playing over here-ish. And then just getting some damage in, so we already have our ult. So honestly, I want us waiting for the Reaper. Us plus Reaper is a lot of front pressure damage that we think that they can't really make up for, versus this, we're now using all of our cooldowns to engage. And it's gonna work out, because this is bronze. Yeah. In higher elos, this won't work. We also have our ults.
Three, two, one.
Oh, Nish just like hi back.
Incoming. Escort the payload.
So they have a Bastion. I want us to not peek the Bastion when he's on wheels. We're down our Mercy now as well. I want us just backing up, hitting S, playing behind the payload if possible. The good thing about a payload map is you can always use it for cover. This Ram's a little bit in. He's out now. They're gonna have Bastion wheels again very soon. They do. They're on wheels. I want us playing behind the payload as much as possible. Yeah, we need to get fully healed. This is all fine. Our team's back again. I think it's focusing turret first. Nice. Just javelin. Yeah, I would have javelined a lot sooner. Like, here. We did just get it there though. But I just wanted on cooldown all the time. So when did we spin? Because we could have helped our Mercy with this spin. Yeah, try not to combine Fortify and Spin. They're both very good abilities for us to get out. And when our Mercy pushes over there, that I'm weary of it. But then when I see her right here, we could have tried to use Spin to help get her out. So we were using it when we were already, like, this isn't enough health for me to try and fortify to begin with. I like it because there are mantras in her face, so it's not the worst thing. But just be very cautious about, our cooldowns should be kind of used to save us, not necessarily to engage in this position in particular. And I don't want us combining these two at once, especially when our other teammates are in a precarious position. This is good. I like this. And I want his javelin. Then we see the Bastion. I want us back up. Nice. Yeah, I feel like we use our javelin spin, our fidget spinner, without intention. And I want that to change. I want us to have intention. So this was like kind of an engage, but I think we went too deep because now we don't have any natural covers to play and we're pushing into a Bastion and a Torb. And it forces out our Fortify, so now we have no cooldowns pushing into this. Although this next javelin spin, I really want us to spin and then ult. So let's see if we do that. Yep. Okay, very, very nice. That's nice. I'm just spinning out if we can. Fortify is fine as well. But then we combined both again. Very, very cautious of that. Javelin spin is not for damage. Javelin spin is for damage mitigation, and I feel like we're losing that. I want you using Diva boosters the way you're using Javelin spin now, though. I feel like there's a desync with our understanding of those two abilities. Yeah, we could have Javelin Spin to help our Mercy there. Because we see that she wants to res. I think she was resing a little bit high, so it's not possible. But now we're down 2 teammates. Now we're down 3. And we need to die. It's nice if we get a pick. Look for those headshots on Bastion if you can. But yeah, now we're kind of, our team is staggered. So there's a lot of desync in our aggression as a team here. This is okay though. Definitely go for Javelin, nice. I like the spin to try and engage here. I like that you realize the turret's there. This is a good fortify. But we hear the Moira behind us. I want her shooting her. Nice. Very nice try. I don't love this spin. Again, we can try and Javelin her. Great. Absolutely fantastic. So I want us pushing up. We know where the Bastion is. We can maybe try and get him. I don't mind us being on cart right here because I want to push it faster. But we need to be wary about where that Bastion is, and we know where he is. Now we hear him. Spin, spin, spin. Javelin spin is very, very strong against a Bastion on wheels. Nice Javelin. We need it again. Very good fortify. I don't like the combo here though. You're very good at not letting your gun overheat. I just realized that too. Fortify. Nice. I want his javelin hitting him. If you can pin him against the wall, remember that does extra damage. We're no fade. We have a good track of where she is. And now that we have people in cart, I want us pushing up a little bit. We can try and spin to push somebody back from point and hitting the cart. You can just walk up and try and spin out. We can also use our ult to pull them in towards us so they can't touch. I highly suggest doing that a little bit early. But nice, we can get the back on the Bastion. Just keep shooting him. Cancel your spin and just keep shooting him. You guys won the game. So overall, I do think your D.Va is a little bit better than your Orisa. Neither of them are that bad. I wouldn't say like, I think in general your positioning is okay. I want us playing natural cover a little bit more, and I want us, especially when we're on attack, to take more aggressive positions. I really want you to think about Javelin Spin as a temporary shield versus a engage ability. It is kind of an engage, but it's not the same as a defense matrix or a D.Va boosters. Those two you can use on the cooldown a lot more, versus the cooldown on Javelin Spin is a little bit longer. So I want us to try and use it with a bit more intention. Whether it's I'm doing this to survive, just think about it as like a temporary Rhine shield. And then don't use it the same amount of time as Fortify, because Fortify you can't get headshot and you have damage reduction. So you're just overall very, very bulky when you Fortify, and you don't need that extra shield. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'm trying to think of the number one thing I want you to implement, and that's if you are gonna play D.Va, it's definitely boost more. And and yeah, I hope that was helpful, and bye.